International Women's Day is a global day. I know you like that one. Wait, sorry.
Dr. Dollar Entertainment.
Reading Makula, yo.
Wanna make love on the moon.
Hi. International Women's Day to me is a day set out to celebrate women across the world that are doing so much in different spheres of life. My name is Amory and I'm a lawyer. Closest personal experience I've had to gender equality is when a friend of mine was offered a job and asked in her employment contract to attest to the fact that she would not get pregnant within her first 2 years of employment, and she did anyway because she wanted the job.
International Women's Day, to the best of my knowledge, is a day set out to recognize and to appreciate the unique achievements of women in our society. My name is Mary Heine and I am a Nigerian lecturer. I previously faced a situation of gender inequality when I went to an eatery to get food and I had been waiting for about 10 minutes and I wasn't attended to. And when it was finally my turn and I was supposed to be served, a man came in and he was huge and much more taller than I am. And when he came and before I even knew what was, I still had to wait for one more person, probably because I was a little bit smaller, or maybe because I was a woman. Who knows? Today, I chose to celebrate and increase awareness for women creatives because they are such a special breed that most times get overlooked. In fact, I think the entire creative field is totally underrated. Creatives are designers, musicians, artists, photographers, basically people who create things in their minds and then can portray them in real life, to tell a story for some sort of expression. They're just simply amazing people. One creative I think I've always admired is Simi. I think we all know Simi the musician. She is such an awesome character. I love her simplicity in her music. I love her voice. I love her personality. She has a unique style to her that I think is, really admirable. And she recently started producing her own music. I think she had issues in that area, and then she took it upon herself to make what works.
International Women's Day is a day to celebrate women globally, all around the world. It's a day that celebrates the political, economical, social, and cultural achievements of women. It's also a day that marks a call to action for gender, for accelerating gender parity. My name is Olorunda Ola Deborah. I'm an information systems analyst and also a front end developer. I'm not an expert. My first experience with gender inequality was when I was an undergraduate, and there was this lecturer then, either in my second year, actually, in my second year, she will always tell us, the females in class. I studied the information technology, and she'll say, for you ladies, you don't really have a problem. After here, you just get married to a rich husband. And she always repeated that statement every single time. And whenever I like saying and, but whenever she says that, I'm always livid about it, and I feel like, what the heck? Do I, does my happiness or achieving my dreams have to depend on me getting married to a rich husband? Like, so I decided that Personally, I was going to make a whole lot of money and I was going to support whoever I get married to, if I ever get married. The reason I chose the topic, champion women forging technology, was because, or it's because of my love for technology and it's what I do basically. So most times, people think that tech, the tech field or tech industry is a man's world, and I feel like if it's a man's world, we will not have women in technology. I'm talking about women like Ada Lovelace, Grace Hopper. I'm talking about Carol Shaw, Carol Shaw. Sorry, I'm talking about women like Catherine Coleman. Yeah, even Lauren Woodman. I think that's the correct pronunciation of her name. Women like that are women that inspire technology, and if they were not there, then you can say it's a men's world. And improving gender inequality in technology, what can be done? I feel like if we could educate children in schools, educate girls to encourage them to know that technology is cool and it's not just for aged men wearing glasses and with beards, kind of like some people I know. No offense. So, if Maya Angelou said, how it is important that we recognize and celebrate our heroes and sheroes. And to my 14-year-old self, I'll say you can be anything you want to be. I could climb this building if I want to be. I could be a carpenter. I could be an astronaut. I could be anything, regardless of the fact that I'm female. That's all. Thank you. Bye.
Make love on the moon, dancing to my tunes. Easy too much, it's not too much. I wanna be on Forbes list if wishes were horses. Easy too much, it's not too much. If I want money, me, I do what dance I got to say. If I want money, me, I'ma buy my shojo, I'ma buy my foya, I'ma buy me. Yeah, yeah. I wanna be a bee.
Something I would say to my 14-year-old self, it's really something I'm still saying to myself now. Relax, learn to relax, learn not to take life so seriously, learn to take it one step at a time, learn how to draw your brows. But yes, learn how to draw your brows. Yes, so I think generally what I would say to my 14-year-old self would be to just relax. Life is going to turn out however which way it's going to turn out, and you do not have any single control over that a lot of times. So just chill, take it easy, and don't get too personal. Don't bother so much about what's going to be, what's not going to be, how things are going to turn out, but instead focus on what you have right now and know that no matter what happens, you're going to be all right. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to be all right. So, a piece of advice to my 14-year-old self will be to live. Now, to live in the sense that you don't have to be afraid of what society demands from you as a woman. You should do things because they matter to you. You shouldn't live because you aspire to marriage or because of any other person or any other thing. You should learn to make decisions because of yourself first before you can consider other things. Now, I believe that the best way to empower women to eradicate gender inequality in society would be to put women in positions of power, to encourage women to go into politics, to become world leaders, because having women among leaders makes it easier for them to, plead our cause, to help us fight that fight, to help us make women know that you don't have to be afraid. You can be anything, you can come out of your shell, you have equal rights, same as men. You don't have to be afraid to speak out, and you can achieve anything you want to achieve. It's not a man's world, and everything is possible for everybody.
I think to foster a more gender equal world, we need to let go of labels of entitlement. Labels of entitlements which we create in our heads, in society, in the world, just everywhere. Um, these labels of entitlement say, I deserve this because I am this gender. I am more worthy of this because I'm this gender. I know how to do this better because I'm this gender, Rather than labels, I think we need to focus on individuality. I think we need to be more open-minded and celebrate people no matter the gender they belong to.
I wanna be a billionaire, billionaire, yeah, yeah. I wanna be a billionaire, billionaire, yeah, yeah. Yala, yeah, anybody, anybody, yeah. Ọ̀tẹ̀dọ́lá olórí méjò, sórí méjò, yeah. I wanna be a billionaire, billionaire, yeah, yeah. I wanna be a billionaire, billionaire, yeah, yeah.